Greetings, peace and power to the family. Y'all probably was wondering why THRU was sitting here just smiling. At the same time, some of you may have started smiling just because y'all seen me sitting here smiling. If you was the latter, if you was one of those who started smiling just because you seen me smiling, you caught the message. Smiles are infectious, and plus, smiles, or the act of smiling, operate a lot of muscles that we ain't used enough using, meaning we don't smile enough, you know. We don't use the muscles that come with smiling enough, to the point that if you just sit and smile for no reason at all, you probably can feel tension up in this area of your face, and that's letting you know that you don't smile enough. So I don't know who I'm talking to, but smiling is infectious. So hopefully I made somebody smile. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. 3 times. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Operating in the highest frequency, the highest characteristics, the highest persona, the highest consciousness of your cosmic self. I'm feeling good for no reason at all, operating at my radiant self. I was having a deep conversation a few days ago with 2 of my comrades. Or I was having a conversation with 2 of my comrades that had the same problem or the same issue. Without the same issue. Well, y'all may say, well, what does that mean? Well, one of my associates is a millionaire, and the other then probably have $100 in his pocket. In that aspect, they had different problems, but in the aspect that was going on in their personal life, they had the same problem. So I'm gonna say it again. I had a conversation with 2 of my comrades who had the same problem without the same problem. With that being said, I want to say, because there's a lot going on right now, not just in our personal lives, but in the collective lives. Those people who we look to for guidance, people we look to for inspiration, people who we call or deem our so-called leaders, whether spiritually or politically. It's a lot going on, from Nature Boy to Rashad Jamal to Kevin Samuels. It's a lot going on. We got to pay attention. But I want to say this. We're in retrograde. I think Mercury and Gemini in retrograde. And I think now Pluto is in retrograde. So we going through a transforming experience. Anything that's popping up, wherever it pops up at, it's not popping up by mistake or coincidence. A lot of things that's being brought to the surface. I don't wish ill on nobody. I wish well for everybody, but more so, I wish everybody what we deserve. I'm gonna say it again. I don't wish ill on anybody, and I wish well for everybody. But in all of that, I wish everybody exactly what we deserve. things have a way of resurfacing, good, bad, or indifference. But I want to say this in a universal way. When trash is being removed, we have to learn to let it go sometimes. And it's what's so crazy about what I'm speaking to, and I'm being very meticulous, because when we go to calling ourselves leaders, you become marked. So I ain't here to be nobody leader. I ain't here to be nobody messiah. But I am here to speak the truth as I see it. So in all that I know, it's a lot of things that I don't talk about. And in all that I don't know, it's a lot of things that I do talk about. But when the trash is being removed, let it go. Whoever that's speaking to, let it speak to you. In my experience, especially with this internet now, we give too much power to the internet because we don't know that we are the internet, and all we have to do is go within to get into the net of consciousness. So we really don't need the internet. But in this battle that we're in this war that we're in, everything is being used in its power to turn us into bots, to turn us into self-dependent beings. I'm saying that to say, in my experience, since I've been on this planet of Earth, we never know anyone like everyone teaches us to know ourselves. So we need to be careful of where we give our energy to. We need to be careful of what we give our time to. We need to be careful of what we give our effort to. Because we never know anyone like everyone teaches us to know ourselves. And a lot of times we confuse that with similarity and semblances that we find in others in accord with what we see in ourselves, qualities and characteristics we see in ourselves. And that's okay. What I'm saying is, be careful, be mindful. We won't always like what we see, but eventually we will appreciate what it shows us. Because sometimes when things happen, we don't realize things are happening to keep us from, to keep us from getting too caught up in what was happening before something happened to shake it up. We don't know the source, the essence of people's intentions through the internet. We just don't. If we don't know people personally, you never really know what a person's true intention is. Be careful who you calling your leader, spiritually, politically, or otherwise, business, whatever. Anything ungodly should be having a problem with being around the God bodies. Anything ungodly should find a problem with being around the God bodies. If you godly, anything ungodly should find a problem with being around you. Why do I say that? Because when it can't walk through you, when it can't walk over you, it gotta walk around you. Whether you male or female, when you God body, and you activating the inner essences, the inner qualities, your chakras, the conscious intelligence that come with each chakra, and you activate each and every one of them to bring into illumination your light body spectrum. Things can no longer walk around you. They must walk around you. They don't have a choice. They can't walk over you. And they can't go through you. So it gotta go around you. We either really don't know, or we find it hard to believe how great we are. This is why I'm pointing these things out, or I'm speaking to the things that's being pointed out. Because we either don't know, or we still finding it hard to believe how great we really are. And that's so important to me, because in the place that I observe and analyze things from, it's so easy to be able to transfer the essence of our life, what gives us life, what gives us sustenance, what gives us being, into an external corpse, so to speak, and not even know it. Whether it's another individual, whether it's a project or a business, whether it's a hobby, where we place our consciousness, we place our power, where we place our interest, we're placing an investment. We have to learn to understand this, not only materially or in this physical plane. We have to understand this mentally and spiritually on other planes. As human beings, we're able to look up, we're able to look out, we're able to look within, and we're able to look around. Ain't no other species on this planet that's able to do that. We either really don't know, or we're still finding it hard to believe how great we really are. Where am I going? That's a blessing. Because as human beings, we are the only ones with that ability, as I have just said. At the same time, the being, family, the being, that thing within us that allows us to do those things that I just described, is not the human. The human is only the form. Somebody will catch it. If everybody can't go, that means somebody gonna have to watch. And if you're not the fly on the wall, if you not the fly on the wall, then you may have to remove it. What does that mean? Simply this. When you out of negativity, when you out of chaos, when you're out of discord and disorder, it's gotta watch you now. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Feel good for no reason at all. Remain true to your authentic and radiant self. I love y'all, family. This is your host and co-pilot, Sawu the God. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. Rock with me how you rock with me. Continue to be you. And thank you for allowing me to continue to be me. Peace and power to the family. One.